What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be looking at the Warzone 2.0 Season 1 Reloaded patch notes. This one's going to be fucking fun, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you're most excited for about this, and let's get right into it. So before we get into the patch notes, one of the things I really want to see addressed in these, I haven't looked at these yet, is the amount of bugs in Warzone, right? Like, Warzone has not been fun since its launch. Let's just be honest here. Let's not fucking sugarcoat this and say that it's good and we're just overseeing it and we're just wanting too much. Listen, this game has been buggy. It's had so many bugs, and a lot of bugs have caused issues. A lot of them are dev erroring people. People have had issues getting into games, staying in games, ending games. It's been a huge issue. So I want to see a lot of bug fixes here that are going to fix this, and things that are going to give us good quality of life fixes in Warzone and DMZ and multiplayer and everything across the board. So let's get into it. So the first thing we have here is the Warzone Cup, which is essentially Rocket League. So if you're into Rocket League, cool, check it out. You might have fun. I'm not really into Rocket League, but if it's your thing, check it out. You'll probably enjoy it, to be honest. One of the big things they have changed is your XP tokens will actually show you how much time is there now. I'm honestly in shock this wasn't a feature from day one, but hey, we're finally getting a fix. It looks like they finally fixed the social hub as well, so it's no longer looking stupid, frankly. And hopefully this makes it look a lot better, more easy to read, more easy to go through. So I'm looking forward to that. With this update, we do have access to the new Chimera AR, which looks like it's going to be kind of like a SMG AR mix, which I think could be really cool, especially in DMZ. Honestly, not a ton of bug fixes here or weapon balancing so far. The only weapon balances we're seeing on the ARs is the Cast-Off 74U, the M13B, and the Cast-Off 545. And some of them are actually in buffs, not nerfs. Not much on the SMGs either. Same with the handguns. They did nerf some of the damage on the akimbo pistols, so that should help that a little bit. They also did nerf the riot shield. So if you're using a riot shield now, it's gonna be a little slower when you're switching your throwing knives. So on behalf of everyone, thanks. As far as kill streaks, not a lot going on here. It's just kind of basic bug fixes and general changes. Something really cool they are adding with the portable radar is now you can actually stick it to a vehicle, which I think is actually really cool in DMZ if you want to make sure no one's in the direct vicinity of you, or if you're running through a patch of enemies and you want to make sure they're not just all AI. You want to make sure there's no players there. Hey, there you go. Personally, I think the portable radar needs to be a little longer. It has a really short time of use in the game, and I think that really makes it not useful, to be honest. With the new playlist update too, we are getting access to Mini Royale in trios. This is probably going to replace the normal trios match and the assimilation trios, which I personally loved, and I think they should bring back fucking right now. But hey, I'm not Activision, because then I'd probably be doing something smart. Also, the Warzone Cup will be 3v3 as well, if you're into that. We're also getting access to Building 21, a new area within Al Mazrah for Warzone and DMZ. It's going to have a key to get into the building, and then you'll need additional keys to get access to extra rooms within the building. So I would expect a lot of heavily armored enemies, a lot of high tier loot as well. So kind of high risk, high reward thing. They did nerf the strongholds in Warzone exclusively. Now the AI will have half as many. They'll hit 26% less hard. So that'll make it a lot easier to go through those strongholds before another team can get in on you. In DMZ, we're adding a lot of cool new features. Now you're going to have more plate carriers, more backpacks spawning, as well as a new feature called Plea for Help. If a squad kills you, you can ask them if you can join, and then you can actually join the team that killed you. Kind of cool if you ask me. Especially if you're in a team of 3, they're in a team of 3, but they wipe you, you can go, hey, let's team up. Especially when it comes to getting into Building 21, doing weapons cases, and all those really high enemy areas that are going to have a ton of riot shields and are just a pain in the ass to deal with. As well as now you'll get a random perk if you successfully exfil multiple times in a row. So if you're playing it smart and you're getting out, hey, they're going to reward you. There's also some really fun quality of life changes we're adding. The out of bounds time has been buffed to 10 seconds. If a nearby player is res, there will actually be a sound cue to let everyone know in the area. When you drop a gun, the ammo will still drop next to it, but now when you pick up that gun, you'll automatically pick up the ammo with it, so you won't have to do a second action just to grab ammo you already wanted. They've improved the ground loot priority, so instead of when you open a box, you won't stare at the stims, you'll actually stare at the gun you're looking for. And you'll now get a sound alert when someone in your squad loses their gulag. Personally, this seems like kind of a dumb update, but hey, we'll take it. The big letdown here is the combat record for Warzone, and I'm assuming DMZ, is actually being delayed. We don't even know when it's coming out now, so great. In terms of general bug fixes, there's a lot. So I'm going to put a link to this down in the description below, like we do with every video we put on this channel. So if you want to check these out, go ahead. I just don't have time to go through 500 bug fixes. But hey, at least they're fixing them, right? All right, y'all, that's all for today's video. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know what you're most excited for, and tell me how I'm wrong about everything. See y'all in the next one.